Okay, so I want to take this time to show you how to enroll yourself in a waitlisted course. The waitlist will appear when a class has closed because it is at enrollment capacity. All classes have been given a 10-seat waitlist, and a student, if they want to place themselves in line for that class, can enroll onto the waitlist of a course, which will allow them to hold a place in line while they wait for seats to open, as opposed to having to constantly check back and see if a class might have opened up. This process will do it for you. So you want to log into your student center as you would normally do to enroll for a course. You'll go to your enroll section. You'll choose the semester that you are enrolling for and hit continue. Now, if you know the class number, great, you can enter it here. I'm not going to hit enter yet because what we're going to do is what typically students do, which is search for their course. Now, I'm going to hit search. The course we're looking for that we have our testing set up for is Accounting 2100. Now, there's something you want to note when searching for waitlisted courses. You do not want to select show open classes. If you only look for the open classes, a waitlisted course will not appear because the definition of being a waitlisted course is that it is closed. So we're going to unselect show open classes only. We're going to look for every version of Accounting 2100 and hit search. Now, this yellow triangle indicates that a class is holding a wait list. The green circle shows that a class is open. Now we are going to say that this in-person Accounting 2100 course is the course we really want to get into. So what we're going to do is select the waitlisted course. And this is the main difference. Almost everything else in the enrollment process for a waitlisted course is the same, except in order to ensure you are put on the wait list, you have to check this radio button of waitlist if a class is full. Hit next. Proceed to step 2 of 2, or if you're adding other classes, by all means, search for another class and add it. You will get the information on the refund schedule and other information that we want to make sure students know as well. Hit OK, and you'll select Finish Enrolling. If you are successfully enrolled onto the wait list, you'll see that you get success enrolled, but the message is that the class is full and you've been placed on the wait list in position number, in this case 1. Whatever the position number that applies to you is what will be listed on this results page. Notice you could still get an error. So if you do not meet the requisites for a course, if you had a hold on your account or anything like that, it will error and not allow you to enroll onto the wait list. If you go to My Class Schedule, oops, for some reason it is not working. We're going to see if we can get into it another way. You go to My Class Schedule and have everything filtered to show. You'll notice that you're waiting for a particular class, and for this particular test student, Alligator, that we are using, they are also enrolled in this Anthropology 1010, and they had dropped an Accounting 2100 at some other point. To remove yourself from the waitlist, it's the same as removing yourself from a class. So you decided, hey, I don't really want to be in that class. Let me make sure the system doesn't push me into it. You would go to the drop section of your enrollment function, select the course, and then drop the selected classes, finish dropping. And now that was successful. If you go back to your class schedule, it'll show you've removed yourself from the wait list on that class and only the class you're enrolled in or whatever it applies to. Another part of the wait list that I want to make sure we explain to you is that if you are intending to enroll in a backup course, so I noticed that there are 2 sections of Principles of Accounting. We're going to actually do this as I say it to you. I noticed there are 2 sections of Principles of Accounting, and I want to make sure that I at least get into one, although I'd really like to be in the in-person one. Great. You can absolutely do that. But in order to do that, you need to make sure that you are enrolling in the open class first and then swapping into the class you potentially plan to waitlist on. Now we're going to hit search. So, oh, you notice, let me go back to modify search. I did not uncheck show open classes only. I just went to search, and now the class that's waitlisted is not available. But for the purpose of showing you how to swap, this is actually good for us. So we're just going to select this and we're going to hit next, proceed to step 2 of 3, hit OK when it comes up with the refund information, finish enrolling. Great, this class has been added to your schedule. Now go to add another class. Actually, I apologize. Do not add another class. What you want to do is swap. So if you go up here on your enrollment function, you see add, drop, swap, hit swap, because that is what you need to make sure you're doing. You're going to choose from the drop-down menu what class you want removed from your schedule if you get into your waitlisted course. So in this case, it's the in-person Principles of Accounting course. Now you can either enter the class number if you know it, which I do, but we're still going to go through the search function, or you can search for a class to swap into. So you notice it says swap this class, Accounting 2100, with this class. We're going to look for this. So same thing, Accounting 2100, make sure show open classes only is unchecked, hit search, and there's our waitlisted course. We're going to select it. Select it, make sure it, all the time you want to make sure you're swapping into a class. Ensure you select, you check off waitlist if class is full, you hit next. You're replacing this class, which is your internet course for Accounting 2100, with this class, your in-person Accounting 2100, finish swapping. Go to my class schedule. And it gave you the information that you're put on the wait list in position 1. And now you'll see if you look at your class schedule, it's going to show you the class that you're waiting for and the class that you're enrolled for. Eventually, when the wait list runs, if you get on into the class successfully, this other course will show as dropped. But it is important that that is the method you use if you intend to enroll in a backup course for your waitlisted course. So that is the entire lesson on waitlisting. Please keep in mind that the system will not be able to push you into a class successfully if you end up with a hold on your record after you went into the waitlist. If for some reason, as you're adding classes, you add a class that has a time conflict or meets at the same time as the class you're hoping to waitlist for without doing this swap function, if there's anything that in a normal enrollment environment would disable you from getting into the class, that same thing will happen when the waitlist process attempts to push you through. Waitlist process runs regularly each day. So you could also potentially see that a class has seats available in it, but you are not physically able to register. And that's because there are students on the waitlist and the waitlist process hasn't run. All in all, the waitlist will allow you less time constantly checking Webstar and the ability to kind of have some peace of mind that you are in line for the class that you are hoping to get.